Walking, talking. Rays of hope. Have you ever had a low engine light show up? Low fuel light show up on your vehicle? The other day, we were driving along and we were making good time finally. We'd gotten out of traffic and all was going pretty well on the drive, and I didn't want to slow down again. And the light came on and said 27 miles. You know the thing is about a low fuel light is all of a sudden you start checking how many miles you got left. And you spend more time thinking and calculating how far the next exit is, how far the next stop is, where's the next fuel thing. And then all of a sudden you get to the next exit and you don't see any fuel things there. And all of a sudden your anxiety starts building up a little bit. And you start kind of calculating. You're not telling anybody. You're just kind of going along and you're going, all of a sudden it's like, man, I wasn't concerned 50 miles ago how many miles I had left. But all of a sudden that's just your eyes. You don't even care how fast you're going. You just look at 20. It gets down to 7 miles and you're going, surely they just mean 7 miles before now you got a gallon left, which means you really have 25. Or does it? I didn't know. Isn't that how many of us live our life? We don't have the visual low fuel check, add fuel to it. But yet our relationships are suffering because we're running on low fuel. We don't have a check engine light on our attitude or a check fuel, low fuel light on our attitude, on our mentality. I wish we did so everybody could see, wait a minute, my attitude really is bad and I need to fuel it up. But we don't. We don't have a low fuel light for our relationships. Though, can you imagine what it would be like if we kept our tank full? We don't have a low fuel light for our spiritual journey. And yet so many of us are running around on empty, on fumes. And then you may show up to church on one Sunday morning and expect me to fill your tank up in a matter of a 30-minute message. And fill your tank up in a matter of 15, 20 minutes worth of songs. If your check engine light comes on or your low fuel light is on, that little amount of time is not going to impact it enough to keep you from saying, I'm still low. Maybe I need to find a new church, a new place, a new person, because they're not filling my tank. There's one person that's responsible in that van the other day for making sure there's fuel in that tank. The driver. I want you to know today you're the driver of your life. You're responsible for making sure your spiritual tank is full every day. You're responsible for making sure your mental health is on full every day. You are responsible for your relationships and you take ownership on your side. Yep. There can be other people that are draining and you have to make those choices. Who you allow into the inner soul of who you are, and then who others are just on the edges in the crowd. Yep, for your health, many of us are running on low. And we're starving ourselves to death, though we think we're not because we're overeating. But the fact is, when you overeat, I would say 95, this is just my opinion, but 95% of the times when we're overeating is we're actually starving ourselves because we're not giving our body the nutrition we need. And that low fuel light keeps staying on. Hey, I'm here to give you rays of hope. And as we transition over the next couple of days from walking and talking to rays of hope, I want you to know this is what I'm going to bring. I'm going to bring things that help you want to fuel yourself. If you're ready to get on that health journey, Heather and I are ready to be your coach. We would love to be your coach. We would be honored to be your coach. Go conquer your day and go conquer your life. And remember, this Jesus follower is all about holy and healthy living.